as of now, we're nomadic, and
Where's
it
Elvis?
is
He's around here too.
by choice that we choose that home to not be this building of four walls.
It's a privilege that we acknowledge and are going to take advantage of, that we can make this choice for ourselves.
Yeah, we don't take that lightly.
Not at all.
Yeah, it's a tremendous privilege to be able to make that a decision.
Exactly. Driving the Uhaul.
I'm driving a 15-foot truck.
That's pretty crazy.
I think I'm secretly very good at this, though.
Have you been holding out this skill for me all this time?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna become a long-haul trucker after this.
All this time, it's just your secret passion.
I hate driving so much, so I say as I'm about to drive across the country and the hemisphere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. We are sitting in an empty house.
On the floor.
Do you hear the echo?
I hear it.
It's been a crazy month.
Yeah, it has.
We've kind of compiled everything that has happened this month into one video because we didn't have time to sit down and really work. So we took a lot of little snippets of footage of what we went through.
And we have been working, just we haven't been making videos really, just all of this that you're seeing on this video about what it takes for us to get a place ready to sell.
It's been a month of preparation, just absolutely all out. This is what we've been doing. So
super hectic.
Since the time that we did our last video, this is all the stuff that we've done. No, we have not stopped sweating the entire time because it's been about 120 degrees in the desert.
Yeah, we hit a record while we were here of 123. So good times to live through that.
Why are we moving again?
I can't think of it. It's too hot.
So to give you an idea, we made a list of everything that we've done this month. Some we've managed to get some footage of, some not, because it's been hectic. It's been real life. So first of all, I donated all of my work supplies, all of my craft, sewing, everything to an art gallery for kids. So I filled my car with absolutely the last 6 years of my small handmade business and donated it to a wonderful cause where it will actually get used, which is all I wanted. So job done there. I am sitting here in my car, which is full of the last 6 years of my business. Everything, literally everything in here that I use to create handmade items for my small business for the last 6 years. So lots of sewing, craft, and art supplies piled into my car, getting ready to empty it out and donate it at a place called Scrap Art Gallery. It's in Cathedral City. It's for kids and young adults. It's called Scrap Gallery, an art gallery for the environment, because it teaches them how to make art out of recycled and found objects and how to reuse and make something beautiful out of it. And while this is all very bittersweet and very emotional, I probably couldn't come up with a better scenario for where this stuff is ending up. So, about to literally unload the last 6 years of my life, livelihood, art, creativity. okay, empty car, it's all gone. And being able to meet the person who runs the gallery and go in there and see the projects that they're working on, it's really cool. She was very excited about all the materials, and I saw kind of what they were working on and some of the materials that they usually use, and I can tell that these things are going to go very far here, and that makes me feel amazing about not having them for myself anymore. It's making that sacrifice of the concept of security for the possibility of being able to live a dream. And it seems crazy half the time, but every time we make a big step, like selling the car, deciding to sell the house, or like this, donating my entire business worth of supplies, every time we pass one of these markers, milestones, it's like we know we're doing the right thing, because ultimately we feel a sense of relief. And that's kind of what's washing over me right now, is like, I really am allowed to move on. I'm really allowed to move on. No choice now. And I kind of love it. And then after that, I continued to sell all the rest of my Disney collectibles on eBay.
And some of mine. I had like
and some
two
of
or three.
Alex's. We spent a lot of time on eBay, taking photos, listing items, packaging, shipping, but it was well worth the work that we put into it, because almost everything found a new home, and it helps to fund us going forward.
Thank you for everyone who helped with that.
Yes, thank you.
It really makes a big difference for us, because not only were we doing that, but following that we had our garage sale of, well, as much as we could. Furniture, games, TVs, so much.
It was mostly furniture. We took everything that we didn't sell from the garage sale, and we rented a Uhaul and loaded that up.
And then donated it all.
Took it to the nearest charity shop, donated all the rest of our furniture. A lot of home goods and clothes and stuff went there as well. Mm-hmm. It was hilarious because we went there so many times. The people in the back, like loading dock area, recognized our car and were like, "Oh, hey, you're back again. Oh, hey, what'd you bring this time? Oh,
right.
Are you coming back again?" And so every time we pulled up, they're like, "Hey, they're back."
So probably, if it doesn't all sell immediately or how it gets distributed, you could probably find our interior of our house there.
Right.
Most, if not all of it, went there.
Yeah. So really what the garage sale did for us is we made about enough money. Well, actually, we made enough money and then some to be able to call the 1-800-GOT-JUNK people to take away the things that we weren't able to donate or sell. Some broken things that we wouldn't have donated, some like household trash, like the lumber and scraps from redoing the floor.
Right.
A refrigerator, they wouldn't take a refrigerator at the
mattress.
Donation. Yeah. So stuff like that. We called the 1-800-JUNK people, and so like half the money from the garage sale covered that. So we were like, okay, good. We still feel pretty good about this.
Balance the scales.
While all that was happening, I took Elvis to the vet because they wouldn't have been able to get him in until August, but they had a cancellation last minute. So we got him in. We got all his vaccination records, his rabies and everything, because we will be taking him with us. We'll be taking him out of the country, and they need these records. He had a great bill of health. He's in great shape for a 19-year-old dog. Absolutely unbelievable.
Amazing bill of health. They were surprised.
So, really pleased with getting that done and hearing good news about little Elvis. He is all set, healthy, ready to go and see as much of the world as he can with us.
Which is about 3 inches past his nose.
Yeah, that's a good point. Elvis is blind.
He's gonna
He's gonna smell
all over the world.
As much of the world as he can.
That's how he gets his information, yep.
And he's gonna hear maybe a fraction of that.
But smell, he's got it.
He's got it.
He'll find everything.
Yeah, he's pretty good at getting around for a little blind guy.
Impressive, yeah.
He's been a lot of different places. He learns the layout
like in a day,
pretty quickly.
He figures out where the exits are and what's a wall and what's not for the most part. But yeah, he's pretty good.
And accidents have been like
zero.
Non-existent.
Not this entire time.
So yeah, that's pretty exciting because he will be staying in hotels and Airbnbs and stuff with us, and we want to make sure that
if there's animal common areas, he's gonna nail it though.
Yes, he will. He loves the smell of
He likes to leave his little signature. I was here.
So we also I don't know if you guys, if you've been around long enough, you remember how Alex had this huge coin jar. It was actually featured in our wedding photo. Yeah,
it was a 5-gallon water cooler container. It was the 5-gallon water bucket.
It was filled with coins, and we emptied out we emptied out about half of it, but we left the pennies for our honeymoon. So essentially that coin jar paid for our tiny weekend trip to Carlsbad for our honeymoon. And so there were actually coins left in there, so we went to Coinstar.
50 inches of coins, of pennies.
It was mostly pennies, so we were like, well, let's get a little bit more cash. We're squeezing every penny we can out of this place because it all adds up. And
we went to Coinstar, with the giant mound of pennies we had. And I don't know, let's spend there like a half an hour just loading that thing and letting it fill.
There was someone waiting behind us.
Bad timing for that guy. Sorry.
So got that taken care of. Went to the bank a few times.
It was like a slot machine, but backwards.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. We were seeing the total go up. And then, we took care of a lot of stuff with the bank because we have changed our business name. So we had to change our business name on everything. So, I spent 33 days on the phone with the bank doing that. We're all set to go there. Meanwhile, we're just cleaning out the rest of the house.
It's pretty empty, as you may have seen.
It's empty now, with the exception of my purse and the stuff that's leaving the house with us today.
Yeah. And then God, that's so much has happened. I'm tired thinking about it.
It's been exhausting.
It's an amazing adventure from either perspective. The buying of a house to the selling of a house is amazing and tiring. It's very tight. It's a lot of concentration and a lot of paperwork, a lot of sometimes physical work. There's a lot to happen.
I've never done it before, so.
This is my second time for the selling part.
Yeah, it's a lot. I kept saying, Alex, we are never going to own this much stuff again, ever.
I'm fine with that. Low stuff.
Minimal things. So now everything we own fits in our car.
It's amazing. It's just it's a Kia Soul, and 2 people and a dog.
And everything we own.
And their lives are in that car. Wow.
It feels good.
It does, actually.
It feels pretty good. Now that it's all said and done.
It was hard to get rid of a lot of things. A lot of emotional ties to a lot of things, a lot of memories. But especially when it's going to someone else for donation or even at the garage sale, it feels good to know that it's getting us another life, another chance. And it's going to be appreciated, at least to some degree.
Yeah. So we found the more and more we started getting things out of here, the better and better we felt, the more excited we got to just, not be holding on to these things that were, ultimately holding us back from doing what we wanted to do. Yeah. They were anchoring us here. And we want to go, go, go. So at the end of it, it felt really good.
We are sitting on the floor, but it feels really good. Besides the floor part, it's exhilarating and a relief. It's fun to feel a bit untethered.
It's exciting for us. Some people would probably not think so. Like, I'm sure this would just freak a bunch of people out.
Oh, sure. It could be. You could fall down that stress road real easily, and it can.
And we did go there
a couple times.
We did.
We visited. We're not going to move there. We came back. but
done. We had our consult with the handyman who's going to come in and fix all the blemishes, all the cosmetic blemishes that you can probably see as you walk through this video.
Everything is going to be repaired so it looks just as good as new.
It's going to look better than it ever did when we lived here.
Yeah, that part was hard. I'll say also is you're like, oh, look how great it never looks for me.
Let's leave. But I think ultimately, there was a reason that we never really dug in and finished all these projects around the house, because we're just not that type of person. Like, we kept finding things that we would rather be doing.
Yeah.
And in the end...
True. Some of them I did attack, like the floor, but...
Never finished it.
And never again. That's what I learned about me.
Yeah, that's what I learned about me too. I mean...
She helped.
We're always going to be distracted by going out and doing something different and having an adventure, and we always found a reason to not stay home and work on the house. So just one of those little elements that let us know that maybe this is the right path for us. And we just had the walk through with the realtor.
That was great. She pointed out a few more things we're going to have the handyman do, so it's good to know that, she had a sharper eye on those things. And she used an amazing term, which I'll say here because she won't disclose things to me. She's not prepared to stand by it, but she used the word turnkey for our house, and my heart kind of leapt.
We were so excited.
Oh boy.
I was like, our house is turnkey?
Might as well call it a mansion to me. That was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very nice thing to hear. So, she thinks that it's going to be no problem. We're motivated, she's motivated.
The market's
to get
fairly
this on the
hot
market.
Still,
yeah.
So it's all signs point to after this much lower stress about this whole situation.
And you just spent some time filling out some paperwork associated.
I'm about halfway through the paperwork, honestly, and I have questions with the realtor, so I'm waiting for that, and then more paperwork. So it's online, but it's so much paperwork.
Oh.
Just all those terms and conditions you've never read. I have to read those all back to back now.
It's do you or do you not know that your house may have or may have not been built on a haunted graveyard before or after the year 1974?
Now, you heard that. That's only slightly an exaggeration of the question. Seriously, just slightly an exaggeration.
And then, so really other than that, that's kind of, the last little box to tick off. We have been staying for this week about 30 minutes away from where we live at Alex's mom's house.
Getting in some good hang out with mom time. We get to visit George, who's been living with my mom now, so that's fun too.
Yeah.
Get some kitty love, get some mom love, you know. Get the visitants before we're out into the yonder.
Yeah. So technically, you know, as of now, we're nomadic.
We technically own a home, but nomadic is the right word because I don't like to call myself homeless. Because we have a home. It's right here. This is our home.
This is our home, and
Where's Elvis? He's around here too.
By choice that we choose
exactly
that home to not be this building of four walls.
It's a privilege that we acknowledge and are going to take advantage of, that we can make this choice for ourselves.
Yeah, we don't take that lightly.
Not at all.
Yeah, it's a tremendous, you know, privilege to be able to make that a decision.
Exactly.
So
we're on the final countdown for us being here. I think we might be able to pick the mail a couple times before we leave. In 3 days to the beginning of our month-long journey across the states. If you haven't also been keeping up with us, we're driving across the country after this. And we're going to be making videos and updating you all to hopefully you can subscribe and hang out with us along the road. We're also going to be on our Instagram as well, so doing some daily stories and updates there if you want to keep up that way.
And we will be sharing everything with you guys. I know this month has been different, but everybody keeps asking, are we going to be sharing our adventures? And absolutely, like that's the point.
Please come with us.
All of this, we want to share it, yeah.
We want to share. We hope you want to see, and you know, let us know like what you think. We'd love to talk to you on there.
Yeah.
Shoot us a comment. So that's it.
I guess that's it.
That's it.
We're about to leave our empty house and
breathe it out.
Beginning.
It's really beginning.
It actually happened.
We're going everywhere. We told you it was gonna happen.
Did you be honest? Did you really think it would? I know.
It's okay.
I'm sure there were many moments where we didn't think it would either, but
sure.
Oh my God,
yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue to do it. So
let's go.
So let's go.